Back here on this bush hog again, Saturday. Finally got the right side gearbox off. What we're looking at here. You can see the bearing inside. I'm cleaning up the surface for the seal and the seal protector slash retainer. This thing here is your bearing lock ring. Here's your bearing. There's your race. Good time to take a look at the bearings. I already did an adjustment. This white mark I put on because that's where the cotter key goes through. When I get the stump jumper on, it'll be a lot easier to locate that for the cotter key once I torque down the castellated nut to hold on the stump jumper. Over here I have to replace this seal as well. I got the gearbox out on that shaft. It's coupling shaft. For lack of a 1/4 inch, you got to pull the gearbox to get to this seal. 1/4 of an inch. Very frustrating. Took me quite a while to get this one gearbox off. I got it figured out now. These are the bolts and nuts. This is called an undercut nut. What that means is on this end where the bolt goes through, when you go to start torquing it down, the threads get extremely tight because they're undercut. They are undersized, so they fit real tight on the threads on the bolt, which means when you're backing this thing off, it's 100+ foot-pounds of torque all the way off until you get past the area of the undercut thread. Alright, well, you got the nuts on the top and the bolts go through the bottom. So I'm underneath with my impacts, and the nuts are on the top. Alright, well, I can't hold a wrench on the nut while I'm underneath with an impact. Putting the impact on the top, I can't hold the bolt head on the bottom to keep it locked in place, so I'm backing off from the top. Best thing to do is, this is a 2-person job, but there's just me. My wife's still visiting family in the Philippines, and I don't think I would have her help on this anyway because it'd hurt her hands trying to hold that nut while I'm underneath with a high torque impact to get them off. So what do you do? Well, I came up with an idea. It actually works pretty good after I figured out exactly where the vice grips have to go. Lock on the vice grips on the flat, down low on the nut, and make sure you're on the flats. When it torques over, these cast supports will hit the vice grip and hold it in position. It has to be in that orientation. If you flip them around the other way, it won't work. They just pop off. I tried putting a breaker bar on it, locking it. I tried everything. And finally got these vice grips to hold position, thankfully. Now that I got the procedure, the second gearbox should come off fairly easily, I hope. Plan is to finish up this first gearbox, place both the seals, put on the bearing protector, get it torqued back down, install the stump jumper and the blades, and complete this right side. Then I'll tackle the left. It's about 1 o'clock. I got started on this around 10:30 or so. 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I'm about 1/3 of the way done. It's going to be a long weekend. But anyway, That's what I'm doing up here today. If I get more videos posted, I'll shoot a video and record it. Click to subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I'll keep you updated. Thank you.